Emma is meta in PvP, but nowhere else. So, not meta in general. Privity is meta everywhere she goes. Signal is not meta anywhere she goes, but feel free to use her. Polly is sub meta in PvP, and I want to say sub meta everywhere else she goes, but never really used. So let's just say not meta. Miranda is clearly meta in the Elysion Tower since she's the only burst 1 20-second cooldown character for Elysion, so she's meta there. Everywhere else, not so much. Brid, not meta. Solene, not meta. Diesel is meta in PvP. I want to say maybe some meta in PvP. Everywhere else, not so much. So let's say not meta. Vesti is not meta. Inua is not meta. Guillotine can be meta when fully invested, but in a general sense, I would like to say she's a sub-meta character. That's just my opinion, though. Maiden, not meta. D is meta against a lot of bosses. The Modernia boss, the Train boss, and any other bosses that you need your burst skill instantly. And that is obviously the opposite of her typing, which I believe hers is wind, meaning that they got to be iron, I believe. She's meta only in bosses. Everywhere else, no. Helm, definitely the most sub-meta character in the game. Everywhere. Neon Blue Ocean is not meta. Mast is definitely sub-meta. Helm Aquamarine is not meta. Marciana is sub-meta. Kiri is sub-meta or not meta. It depends on if you're using her as the burst 3 for her heals, since her heals are quite good, but overall, probably not meta. Privity Unkind Maid is meta on the shotgun team with Tove and Leona. That's it. Maxwell is meta. Uni is not meta. Litter is meta. Julia is not meta. Senti is still meta, I would like to say, even though she's not really used that much because of all the new Burst 2 characters that's coming out. But I will definitely still say Senti is still meta. Drake is sub-meta. Crow is not meta. Pepper is honestly not meta. Adme is honestly not meta, not anymore. Jackal is meta in PvP and nowhere else. Laplace is sub-meta. Guilty is meta. Sin is not meta. Quincy is not meta. Tove is meta on the shotgun team, even though she's an AR. Everywhere else, anything else, I guess, not meta. Anne is meta in PvP. Everywhere else, no. Ipeno is not meta. Naga is meta. Tia is meta. Sugar is, after the recent characters, sub-meta, we'll say. Exia is not meta. Alice is meta. Blanc is meta. Noir is meta. Freema is not meta. Mary is not meta. Milk is not meta. Yulha is not meta, even though I know a lot of people like using her in the tower, but she is not meta. Ludmilla, sub-meta, we'll say. Let's say she's sub-meta. Rupi, I would still say is meta. Yan is not meta. Darla, I would still say is meta. Novel, I will say, is meta against bosses, and that's it. Everywhere else, no. Folkwang is not meta. Sugar is... That ain't Sugar. That's Sakura. Sakura is meta against the train. That's really it. Just the train. Everywhere else, not so much. Viper is not meta. Coco is not meta. Soda is not meta. Sorry, River. Biscuit is meta in PvP. Ray is not meta. Aria is not meta. Noise is meta. Volume is sub-meta. Rupee Winter Shopper is not meta. Rosanna is not meta. Not even in PvP. Mary Bay Goddess is healing wise meta for sure. Healing wise meta. Yeah, I'm gonna say meta. Nero is not meta. Summer Anise is meta. Winter Ludmilla is meta. Mika, the Winter Mika, is sub. Not meta. Leona is meta on the shotgun team. Moran is sub-meta, damn near everywhere, actually. We have to wait for you to come out, but I can tell you right now, you will not be meta. Snow White is meta against bosses. Everywhere else, not so much. Isabel is not meta. Rapunzel is still meta when it comes to healing, because she's a healer. To you guys, Scarlet is meta. To me, Zxous, I don't find this Scarlet to be meta whatsoever. I think this is probably the worst character in the game. I don't think this character has any value. I think this character is probably the worst character in the game. I think if you have Scarlet, you should probably get rid of her. I think that just makes the most sense because she's not really that good in the game, but a lot of you guys want to believe that she's good in the game, but I don't believe she's good in the game because I don't believe she's good in the game. That's only because I don't believe she's good in the game, only because I don't have her in the game, but that doesn't mean because I don't have her in the game, that means she's good in the game. No, that does not mean that at all. That means she's bad in the game. That's what I believe. So if you have her, I believe you should I recommend you should get rid of your account right away, because why do you have Scarlet if she sucks? So just help me understand. I don't get it. Scarlet sucks ass. She's not a good character whatsoever. She's quite bad if you ask me, and that's it. Like, look at that hat. She has an umbrella as a hat. She has a sword in a gun game. Make it make sense. She's trash if you ask me. She's quite pathetic if you want to be honest with you, but that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think, but I think she is not meta. You guys think she's meta. That's it. Haran, sub-meta. Meta early on, but in general, sub-meta. That's just what it is. Noah, meta in PvP. Everywhere else, no. Modernia is meta everywhere. Nihilister is meta in the Pilgrim Tower. That's it. Dorothy is meta everywhere. Red Hood is meta everywhere. Snow White Innocent Days is sub-meta. Scarlet Black Shadow is meta. I believe this is one of the best characters in the game. Honestly, I think this is the best Scarlet we've ever had in our day. I think this Scarlet right here is the Scarlet you guys should be praising. But no, you guys want to praise the other Scarlet. This Scarlet right here is way better than the other Scarlet. She's definitely meta. Again, to me and to you guys, she's definitely the best meta character you've ever seen in your life. I think this is easily the best meta character in your life. I'm trying to tell you right now, this is the best character in the game. Realistically, she's after Red Hood, after Modernia, sure, but she's still better than the other Scarlet. So why don't you guys have this character, huh? Why don't you have this character? I think she's better than the other Scarlet. That's just what I think, but that's just what I think. That's just just what I think. I think this Scarlet right here, Scarlet Black Shadow, this Scarlet right here makes sense, right? It makes sense for her to have a sword in a Gun Girl game, right? It doesn't make sense for the other Scarlet to have a sword, but it definitely makes sense for this Scarlet to have a sword because she's just better. Look at her drip. Red, black, the combination doesn't go. She has a hat that looks like, oh my goodness, this character is way better. This character is way better. This character actually got to fight with her sister. The other Scarlet didn't get to fight with her sister. Just think about it for 2.2 seconds. This Scarlet right here is better than the other Scarlet. That's just what I believe. That's what I know. Makima, not meta. Power, not meta. 2B, not meta. A2, quite meta. I would say she's meta, actually. Yeah, meta. Rappy, not meta. Neon, not meta. Delta, not meta. Anchor, not meta. Mihara, not meta. N102, not meta. Aether, not meta. Anise, in PvP, sub-meta. Berlota, not meta. Mika, not meta. Neve, not meta. Himeno, not meta. Pascal, not meta. You're not meta. Nope. No. 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 And no. Thank you.